for the PR, baby. I can make anything sound crisp. Here we are, losers. Losers final. We're jumping right into losers finals. Team Mike and Nike actually coming out of semis. So that explains a little bit of a wait we had there. They had semis going on, so we are getting right into the thick of things right now. One of these teams going to get an opportunity again at Team Vitamin Water, but who will it be? I don't know, man. Team Stay Fair. Like, besides winners finals, they have decimated anybody in their path. So I think Team Mike and Ike knows that very well, obviously. So we shall see.
But when you're Team Mike and Ike and you are the team that emerges from the losers semis, which is essentially the team that's like, okay, we're the team that emerged from losers, right? Because when you're put in losers finals, it is from, you know, being from winners finals. So could give you a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum here. And you do have Shaggy, so you have ways to deal with bolts. Like, 100%. Already the bolts are already shredded here, so they definitely have the answers, they have the tools, but Team State Fair has just been playing so well. Yeah,
and I think it was Team DSO that we saw them fight in quarters, right? So we do know that they're already pretty accustomed to what it's going to take to at least get through a team that does have an Iron Giant. But I would argue Clueless is an Iron Giant in a league of his own for sure. So got to pay that man the proper amount of respect.
Okay, so far, Clueless still alive here. They do have a point as well, the Shaggy sandwich. And we got Shaggy on both sides here. Shaggy, again, we've definitely seen an uptick with Shaggy. Yep. And we kind of think it's because of the Iron Giant uptick as well, right? Very great character. And, I mean, we've always thought that this character was overall just extremely solid in both singles and doubles.
Definitely is, 100%. Like, there's been some GOAT Shaggies that we've seen too. So not a surprise to see this character on the upswing. Trying to get those big hits. Nice. Okay, able to even things out. And smart stuff right there. Able to avoid that attack from Jake. Just obviously trying to charge that one up. Use the range that Jake does have to help accumulate some. Ooh, to accumulate some ring outs. IG's pretty high up there. I mean, 166. Goodness. Not going to take too much. Able to fade the sandwich, but the uppercut from Shaggy right on cue.
Okay, but answering right back, it's 2-2, and immediately Clueless getting a KO right off the rip, right off the respawn, getting this combo started as well. The bolts are going to be down though. It's a huge cooldown here. We'll see if the blue team can go ahead and take advantage of that. Team Mike and Ike gonna go ahead and press the advantage.
Definitely trying to, no doubt about that. Not too far behind, all things considered. Pretty modest though on the percentage side, just in those 70s. So you're gonna need to definitely pick it up a little bit while watching your back. You don't want to let them get anything cooking too early. Ooh.
Okay,
oh, look at that missile control, bro. It's so good at just kind of hurting them to where they wanted to be. Oh, I thought that was a KO opportunity, but Jake unable to capitalize.
Yeah, in that situation, maybe just opting for the recovery, but not noticing that you had that layup, right? Essentially for that KO.
Yeah, just kind of maybe keeping in mind, like, yeah, one more ring out and we're definitely out of this first game. So I understand that for sure. Still, though, unable to put anyone away. The scrap continues, man, but more and more, obviously, to the side, in the favor of the red team it goes.
You gotta be so careful if you're the blue team. You have to play perfect at this point. Not a single KO. You can't afford here. Oh, the bolts are out. Can you get rid of them? Getting around. There's so much rampage going on right now, but it is Clueless and Meth that will end up on top. Very convincing, 4-2. I mean, maybe you could have pulled something out of the hat if you're Team Mike and Ike, but it was a tall task.
I think if they were able to get that KO that they kind of left on the board, Jake wasn't able to do that, like you said, kind of maybe focus more so on the recovery. Maybe that could have made it a little bit more interesting, but yeah, they put themselves in such a strong spot to succeed, given how high the percent already was on Jake. So it really
opportunity which could have changed the tide of everything. And if they're able to line up a double KO, which was definitely possible, but going to be a little on the harder side. So definitely down, but not completely out here. We'll see if they can turn things around. Team Mike and Ike can get themselves on the board here, or losers finals.
Yep, here we go. Big game number 2 brewing. And I think definitely Team Mike and Ike knowing that. They're definitely coming out the gate swinging very solidly right now. Putting on the damage for sure. Team State Fair can kind of reassert themselves. Wow, this Shaggy is putting in some work. Hold up. The big catches. Yeesh. All right. He's like, you know what? Let me go ahead, pull out the big guns. Quite literally. Here come those missiles. Not really catching anybody, though. Bubble action. Let's see what Shaggy can do out of that. Kung Fu kick.
Yeah, Clueless took the quick 140. Got the transformation, was able to bring out a lot of damage off of that transformation there. Go ahead and cancel out that empowered sandwich, but it looks like the reversal here not gonna be enough. Is it? Oh man, all players sitting at fairly high percent except Jake here. Gotta avoid the sandwich. There's the kick.
Yeah, Jake's done a good job of dealing out a lot of damage, but not being so much in the fray where he's taking the brunt of any of these big time hits.
Okay, there's the bolts. Look at this, just running around, getting around all of just that pressure, right? And 2 KOs right off the rip. But the answer back finally, Meth getting taken out, was at a very high percent. But again, Jake not too high of a percent at 83, but Jake pretty heavy.
Yeah, Jake doing, really just being the difference maker right there. Because understanding, okay, like my Shaggy might go out here, but oh my goodness, in such a way. You know, Iron Giant, like it does seem kind of deceptive because it doesn't necessarily look like the fist is going to connect, but just so much range. He's such a big body there, like unable to avoid. Now that strong little advantage that they had with Jake kind of wiped out a bit.
Yeah, 2-2 and fairly low percent for everyone. Looks like Meth taking a little bit more beating than everyone else, but in a game like Multiversus, the damage, I will say, can come easy as long as your team combos are on point, and that's something that both of these teams have the ability of doing. Look at this, just tossing over to their allies, back and forth here. You can rack up so much damage.
I say, speaking of combos, you know, you're seeing it right now. Team State Fair, they're doing an excellent job. They're so good at just kind of switching who they elect to target in a lot of these situations. They're kind of spread out right now. Iron Giant looking for some help. He's gonna find it. That sandwich coming through. Big so time save from Meth. Oh, and what a pickup right there. Clueless on the offensive. My goodness, they sneak back into the lead ever so slightly right now.
All right, can you close here? The Shaggy is off stage, able to make it back.
Oh my God.
Really great. And when you have that perk, you can also kind of give like a mini bolts to your teammate as well. So very great timing. Not, you know, Clueless not being selfish with all of his cooldowns.
Right. Which you gotta appreciate, right? You gotta appreciate. Oh, big knee. Definitely trying to go for this KO. Oh, but the knee reverse. Nice. Okay. Anybody's game right now. IG, can we survive? He is coming through.
Can you break the curse of this bracket?
It's gotta, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen right now. The Kung Fu kick, nobody home, goes for the big play. He was doing a lot right there, but it's gonna be Meth coming through to keep the streak alive. And Charles, the curse continues as Team State Fair takes a 2-0 lead.
Okay, that was probably the closest game we've had this entire bracket.
Definitely.
3 points to 3. Both teams had like at least one player that was around that 130 plus percentage there. And I love the stalling coming out from Jake.
Out and saved that game, man, because it very well could be one apiece right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's just so much different than the 2-0 lead that Team State Fair has. Incredibly clutch coming out here. We'll see how this game 3 goes. Will this tournament be the O tournament? We'll find out.
We will find out right now. I mean, a chance right here to at least make it a little bit more difficult. See if they can do it. Okay, smart. You go super low to refresh those resources. Still, though, taking a lot of damage.
Okay.
Attaching a lot of attention to Meth at the moment. He is getting beat down. Good connection.
Okay, here's the transformation though. You gotta avoid the bubbles. There's one caught up. Gonna go ahead and apply the weakness and get the damage. More projectiles, the missiles, everything coming out here for Clueless. And another round of bolts as well. This could be exactly what they need to catch up. Shaggy getting locked down in the bubble as well.
Oh, all right, Jake patrolling. He's aiming right there. Get those Sayers to connect. No can to do, but I think Shaggy, yes, nicely done. Okay, so Meth's gonna go down there.
He tries to get the chomp. Oh, gets the run back on it. Applies the weaken. Tries to cover high here. Oh, almost gets the punch there, the side air to connect, but the bolts are gonna come out. And there they go. But another round of transformation here. This is a lot of value here.
Dodged all of it.
Okay, but you still gotta dodge the whole entire body that is the Iron Giant. Here's the big sandwich setup here, but great avoidance coming out from the red team, Team State Fair.
Oh no, wow, I was gonna say, like, they could actually take the lead. They get the double KO here, not letting it happen. They can at least tie it up, and they will do just that. I tell you, man, hard to keep this team down. They are always going to be able to scrap back into it. Nicely done, and that just like that, on even footing yet again. Percentage obviously favoring the blue team, however.
Yeah,
Meth has been taking a lot more damage than I'm kind of accustomed to seeing, so Really needs to kind of get back to, you know, obviously being the offensive juggernaut that we know he is. Been getting bullied a little bit in this game 3.
Yeah, and I mean, for the first time, I was like, whoa, okay, wait, hold up. Team Mike and Ike with the lead here, but the immediate retaliation, of course, with the double KO. Team State Fair not going to let it get that far.
That's maybe? No, wow. Okay, there we go. He said, you know what, run it back, break the curse, and I got us on the board. Team Mike and Ike taking game 3.
All right, well, the tournament of O's have finally ended here at Losers Finals. It's been a long journey, everyone. It's been a long journey, but
I never thought I'd see the day, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a set.
We got a set, man. We got a set. We're at least guaranteed a game 4. I'll take it. I'll take it. Goodness. Number 4, it is indeed out. I feel like I never get a chance to say that, but game number 4.
Game 4. Whoa.
It
I didn't know the game counts went that high.
I'm telling you, it is in fact happening right now. Team State Fair with the game advantage. Looking to put this one away perhaps, but man, Team Mike and Ike has really found some life and come together.
Yeah, this Shaggy-Jake combination, you know, Shaggy, a very common character we've seen as of late, but the Jake still very unique to this team when it comes to the bracket here at Series E. Not too much Jake players. I mean, even before we haven't had that much Jake players as well, so.
Oof. Okay, nice.
Okay, that Iron back and forth.
Yeah, again, Iron Giant has been such the difference maker for the majority of matches for this team, but they really found a way to kind of circumvent that in the previous game. They can continue their winning ways. Oh, I like this pressure being applied right now. All hands on deck. And the big swings coming through, as are the missiles. Okay, yeah, I thought Jake was looking for that big pickup. Might still find another one. No, Iron Giant able to fade it. Back and forth action they go, and the double ring out off of the one uppercut from Shaggy.
And you saw all the pressure coming out from the projectiles from Clueless and was able to rack up a ton of damage. And then Matt coming up through with that uppercut, not just getting 1, but getting 2 of the KOs. This is such a huge lead. Their percentages are high, could get another double KO on Team Mike and Ike's side, but still getting back on the stage is Mav.
How did he avoid all of that, bro? Jake, Shaggy, sandwich, all the swings, and then put himself in advantage. That is insane. Finally gonna go ahead and take that one out, but wow, that one definitely had some life to it, man. That was a great performance on that.
Okay, now we got all the projectiles coming out from the transformed Iron Giant here. Okay. Great job of avoiding it. Gonna get this huge combo starter onto the Iron Giant, but the bolts have come out and it's time to edge guard. It's time to cash in.
Can we do it again?
Can you get back? Martoons does get back on the Shaggy. Their great recovery, but now it's 3 points to 1.
Yeah, it's like that Family Guy meme with Spider-Man. Everybody gets 1, all right?
Yeah,
but after that, kind of returning to the status quo because they are really putting the screws to him, no pun intended, with Iron Giant there. But my goodness.
Oh, but here's the bolts getting very offensive with it. Is Clueless trying to rack up a bunch of damage. Gonna do just that here, twirling. And all of this damage is so big because they just need 1 more KO. But now 3 to 3 here.
Still possible. Down, but certainly not out, especially when you think how high that percentage for Iron Giant. But it takes a lot to KO this big man, as we know. Trying to force this game 5. Can they get there? Oh no, that might be it. Yeah, it is. A good effort. It definitely came down to a couple of last hits, but Team State Fair squeaks it out 3-1 to get into grand finals and a rematch against Team Vitamin Water. Great set though, great set.
Great set. And Team State Fair just having a little bit more durability than Team Mike and Ike in that last point situation coming through. Iron Giant gonna be so bulky and durable.